Well, I can go back to 1981, and I was working at my father's company, Freeman Construction Company, and it was a big deal for me to get the company to acquire the first PC computer. And I thought to myself, we have arrived technology-wise because we now have a PC computer. And as I think about the evolvement of technology in the construction industry through the years, it's been interesting to see, you know, now everybody in our office has a PC. It's not a big deal. It was a big deal back then just to get one. Now it's an everyday staple. And there's lots of software programs that are out that support the construction industry, construction activities. And I guess I'm the older guy in the group and I can see these things, but I think AI is going to have an impact on construction in the future, but that's going to be up to AJ, not me.
But that's the interesting part, or the part that I find so fascinating, is because for the longest time it was, hey, even construction industry, let's get the latest software, let's get the newest cutting edge thing, it's going to make us better, it's going to make us better. And now I feel like there's so much out there that you now are going to have to take a look at technology and fit it with your own culture. We've recently had a conversation where there's programs out there that can land rockets on the moon. And hey, for the right customer, talk to us. Maybe we'll build you a rocket. But in all seriousness, that's not us. And you stick to what you're good at, what your niche is, and you expand from there. And I think you have to do that with your technology package as well, because not everything out there adds value to our company.
I mean, one example of that is our daily job reports. And daily job reports are important because you can keep track of the flow on the project, and you can look back and say, okay, this is what happened, and this is why we did this, and maybe the next project we can say, well, we did this on that one, but this one we're going to do it a little differently. So you learn from every project, and the daily job reports support the documentation as to what actually happened on that job. That was all done on a manual piece of paper with a pen and a piece of paper. AJ introduced a program into the company called Rockin'. Is that right? Rockin'?
Rockin', Rakin'.
Rockin', R-A-K-E-N. And so the superintendents in the field are now using, correct me if I'm wrong, their cell phones for this. Yep. And as a result of that, we have many, many more pictures of the projects as they flow, which are good documentation of that process.
Well, and it's what I find is the biggest asset whenever personally I'm looking at any of these is we're still simple human beings, and you've got to actually make it easier. You know, the picture side of things. But the adage of a picture is worth 1,000 words, even with the technology we've introduced and these reports being easier to fill out or anything else like that, it still comes back to so much of just getting a picture, and then the conflict just has a way of settling itself because there it is. That's what was going on that day.